Hello, and welcome to the update about the DXY. Yeah, it seems to be extending further upwards. That's not a problem. In the last video a few days ago, I indicated to you that while this wave count is pretty full, we basically can already count this C wave rally to the upside complete. It is always possible to extend, and we have to expect extensions higher to the next fib levels as long as this trend line isn't breaking. I think a break below this initial trend line will be a really good indication for us to say that this rally might be over, even though trend lines are not very reliable. But I might even call that here an impulsive channel that's unfolding. Yeah, we've just reached the top of the channel, and as you can see here, and we'll see how that plays out. It certainly can quite comfortably still move higher. It is important to understand that the wave count is technically full. So what we have here on this wave, on this chart, is obviously off the 2022 high. Yeah, we have an A wave down. You could even argue the A wave might sit here, but it doesn't make any difference really, only minor difference. A wave. Then here, this is currently the B wave in an A, B, C structure. And then we should get a C wave down later. So I'm just literally just waiting for a signal that this sell-off is starting. We're now in resistance of this expanded flat. Expanded flats are interesting because everybody gets bearish down here and everybody gets bullish up here, typically. So I'm very interested to see the first signals now that we are starting to break down, and that would be a 5-wave move down, could become an ending diagonal or an impulse, okay? So at the moment, I'm very much watching for a breakout to the downside here, but it can still go higher. So that's what I mean. As long as we are following the ascending trend line, even though the wave count is technically full, extensions are always possible. Always. So, and I think we're close to a turning point. It fits very well with the S&P 500, where also I think we are very close to a turning point. So usually, you can talk about some inverse correlations there, but basically just waiting. So wave count is in the C wave, a 5-wave move. As you can see here, it's basically technically complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I need to see a break out of the impulsive trend channel to the downside as a first indication. Better would be a break below what I have labeled here as wave 4 low, and that's at $104.70. That will be better confirmation, and a break below $103, even better confirmation. And what are the next targets to the upside? So what happens if this just extends? And here I have to say, in the last video, I think I did draw the Fibonacci extensions wrong. So sorry for that, but it did not, because I didn't start measuring with the 0 level. I had it hidden for some reason, so I used the 38.2. But it didn't really make any difference, okay? It didn't change the analysis as such. So on this chart here, what can we see? The next Fibonacci extension target, that's the 1.618 extension level at $107.70. So around that level, I would really pay attention. We are very close. The 1.618 extension level is very important because the target for the C wave, yeah, can be that 1.618 extension of the A wave in a flat structure. Yes, extensions higher are possible, and the next one afterwards would be at $108.71. But I find the $107.70 level very interesting because the 1.618 extension level, it is just a very important one. And it is basically at the same height, yeah, of this swing high that was made in November 22. Now, it's not a massive resistance level, but it's something to point out and to watch, because we have not, so basically we have a rally that should get exhausted soon. Then we have a Fibonacci extension, which is very meaningful and an ideal target for a C wave. And we have a structural resistance level there. So certainly interesting and certainly something to watch. So, and let's just hide that. Let's look at the indicators. Let's look at the RSI. The RSI is currently on the 4-hour chart, starting to print a bearish divergence. Something to watch. So it typically happens towards the end of these rallies. That's the RSI. The MACD, also a bearish divergence, okay, while the price is still pushing higher. What's the daily doing? I'm not sure if the daily is giving us anything interesting. Tiny bearish divergence here, but nothing reliable yet, okay? But yes, things I think we start to see those sort of the weakness appear, but that's not enough yet, okay? Price action always needs to confirm that this rally is starting to get exhausted. Yeah, that's my update about the DXY. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And by the way, just to indicate, just to let you know, we have now launched our stocks and shares service. We had a lot of requests for such a stocks and shares service. We update the S&P 500 daily in there. And then we have weekly updates for 20 stocks and shares with videos and a weekly live stream, depending on which tier you're choosing. You can check out the different tiers as well as the stocks and shares. If you follow the link in the video description, it's the Patreon link. At some point, we will integrate that into our website, but that's still in the distant future. For now, we start with Patreon. So at least we can start with something and then build on it. So feel free to check it out if you're interested. If not, that's fine as well. Maybe you can still leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.